Most people think babies don't understand anything yet, that they're just small, cute, and unaware. But here's the truth most adults don't realize. Babies understand far more than we give them credit for long before they ever say their first word. They understand emotions. They understand safety. They understand tone. They understand intention. And once you see what babies actually understand before language, you'll never interact with them the same way again. Babies don't come into the world as blank slates. They arrive with highly sensitive nervous systems, constantly scanning their environment for one thing: am I safe? Before words, before logic, before memory, a baby's brain is already decoding the world, not through language, but through feeling. And that changes everything. The first thing babies understand is emotion. Not the word happy, not the word sad, but the state behind it. Babies read facial expressions within weeks. They detect tension in your shoulders. They sense changes in your breathing. They feel shifts in energy. That's why a baby can suddenly become restless even when nothing bad is happening. They're not reacting to events. They're reacting to emotional atmosphere. To a baby, emotion is information. Babies understand tone before language. You can say loving words with a sharp tone, and the baby will react to the sharpness, not the words. You can say nothing at all and still communicate calm or stress. That's because tone carries safety signals. Slow voice means safety. Soft rhythm means safety. Predictable sound means safety. Babies aren't listening to what you say. They're listening to how your body feels while you say it.
Another thing babies understand very early is familiarity. They recognize caregivers by voice, scent, movement patterns, emotional consistency. That's why a baby may cry in one person's arms, but instantly calm down in another's. It's not preference, it's recognition. Their nervous system is saying, this pattern feels known, this feels safe. To a baby, safety is not logic, it's rhythm. Here's something most people don't expect. Babies understand intention. They feel when touch is rushed versus gentle. They sense when attention is divided versus present. That's why distracted holding feels different than intentional holding. Babies don't need perfect parents. They need present ones. Your intention speaks louder than your technique. This matters because babies are not being dramatic. They're not being difficult. They're not too sensitive. They're responding exactly as designed. When a baby cries, they are communicating regulation needs, not manipulation. When a baby smiles, it's often because they feel understood, not because something is funny. Babies are honest mirrors. They reflect the emotional truth of their environment. Babies teach us something powerful, that understanding does not begin with words. It begins with presence. That connection doesn't require explanation. It requires attunement. That safety isn't taught, it's felt. Babies live in the language of emotion long before we teach them language with words. So the next time you're with a baby, remember this. They understand more than you think. They feel more than they show. And they're listening even in silence. If you want more gentle insights like this, more baby moments that remind us what really matters, subscribe and stay here. This page is about understanding before words. Have you ever noticed this? A baby looks around, ignores almost everyone, and then suddenly smiles at one specific person. Not because they're funny, not because they're loud, not because they're trying. The smile just appears. And here's the truth most people don't realize. That baby didn't smile by accident. Babies smile for a reason. And once you understand why, you'll never take it lightly again. Most adults believe babies smile randomly. They think it's just reflex, or coincidence, or luck. But science and observation say otherwise. A baby's smile is one of their earliest forms of communication. It's not meaningless. It's not automatic. It's feedback. And babies don't give feedback to just anyone. The first reason babies smile at certain people is familiarity. Babies recognize voices they hear often, faces they see repeatedly, movements they associate with safety. Their brains are wired to notice patterns. When a person matches a safe pattern, the nervous system relaxes. And when a baby feels relaxed, they smile. That smile is the baby saying, "I know you." Here's something most people miss. Babies smile more at emotionally consistent people. Not the loudest, not the most playful, but the most predictable. Someone whose energy doesn't swing wildly. Someone whose face feels calm. Someone whose presence feels steady. Babies don't trust excitement first. They trust stability. A calm nervous system invites a smile. Here's something most adults don't realize. You can stay silent. You can smile politely. You can say, "I'm fine." And a baby will still know how you feel. Because babies don't listen to words first. They listen to bodies. They read emotions long before language exists. And once you understand how they do it, you'll realize babies have been emotionally intelligent all along. Adults are trained to hide emotions. Babies are not. A baby's brain is not focused on explanations or logic. It's focused on one question: is my environment safe right now? To answer that, babies constantly scan the people around them, not for words, but for signals. And those signals are always on. The first way babies read emotions is through the nervous system. Babies are born with highly sensitive nervous systems. They naturally tune into breathing speed, muscle tension, posture, movement patterns. When an adult is calm, their breathing slows, their movements soften, their body relaxes, and the baby's body responds in sync. This is called co-regulation. The baby isn't copying you. They're syncing with you. Babies also read micro-expressions. Tiny changes in your face that you don't even notice. Tightened jaw, furrowed brows, forced smiles, lack of eye warmth. Adults miss these cues. Babies don't. A baby may look unsettled even when everything seems fine because they sensed a mismatch between your face and your feelings. Babies trust what they see, not what they're told. Welcome back to our series on how babies read your emotions without words. Today, we delve into the subtle cues babies pick up from their caregivers. Babies understand emotion through the pitch, rhythm, speed, and volume of a voice, not the words themselves. A rushed tone signals stress, while a warm, steady tone signals safety and comfort. Beyond voice, babies can sense an adult's internal state, like anxiety, through changes in heart rate and energy. These subtle shifts are transmitted through touch and the physical closeness shared between caregiver and child. Have you ever wondered why a baby reacts out of nowhere, suddenly crying or becoming fussy? Often, a baby's sudden crying can be a reaction to invisible emotional signals from the caregiver, such as a spike in frustration or worry. They are not being difficult. They are accurately reacting to their environment and the emotional atmosphere around them. What babies teach us is profound. Emotions are transmitted nonverbally, often before a single word is spoken. This means a caregiver's self-regulation is key to calming a baby, as their internal state directly influences the child. Therefore, we encourage all viewers to be mindful of their unspoken emotions around babies. Your calm presence is the most comforting lullaby. Follow our page for more insights into child development and emotional intelligence.